Thank you, Anna. I'm really delighted to be here. I would like to give the outline of my talk. So I'm going to basically summarize the effort we have undertaken to bring about massive IT training using open source software in India. Just to give a sample, these are some of the FOSS families that we promoted through open source software. We are giving more active support to some of these families. MATLAB, we are replacing it with Scilab, Fluent with OpenFOAM, ORCAD with OSCAD, LabVIEW with Sandhi. Sandhi and OSCAD are software packages we have developed at IIT Bombay as a part of our project. Let me first explain to you what Spoken Tutorial is. It's an audio-video tutorial of 10 minutes. It is a screencast. Whatever seen on the screen and spoken can be recorded. The important thing is it is created for self-learning. We make sure that these tutorials are created for self-learning. How do we do this? We conduct a test for creators of spoken tutorials. We ask them to write a script, and we subject the script through novice check, and then we conduct pilots, instruction sheets, etc. So let me see if I can go to our web page. Okay. I think I probably, let me turn the Wi-Fi on. Okay. Okay, this is our website. And through this link, we give different FOSS families. So let me take Python and choose English. So we have a total of 37 tutorials in this. So I can choose any one of these. These are ordered in the sequence that people should listen.
Hello friends, and welcome to the tutorial on getting started with Lisp.
Okay. And we have the script for this. So this script is written before the video is recorded, before it is recorded. Once the video is recorded, we create what is known as a timed script. It only says at what time each sentence is spoken. Now using this, we can dub the spoken part into other languages. So let me go back. Python, let me choose Tamil, one of our 22 languages. Okay, once again, open this. Okay, getting started with Lisp.
Getting started with Lisp tutorialக்கு நல்வரவு. இந்த டியூட்டோரியலில் லிஸ்ட் எனப்படும் ஒரு பைத்தான் டேட்டா ஸ்ட்ரக்சருக்கு நாம் அறிமுகம் செய்து கொள்வோம். இந்த டியூட்டோரியலில் நாம் கற்க போவது லிஸ்ட்களை
Okay. So so we dub only the audio, video remains the same. If the original spoken tutorial is made properly, dubbing is easy. So we write the script subject to novice check, and by that we make the beginners important. Beginners, unless a beginner accepts it, we don't record it. So that's an important step we go through. And then once it is done, we have the script available also for dubbing into other languages, which is extremely important for us. Okay. The video is in English, but the spoken part is in Indian languages. That is okay, because our children want jobs in IT companies, and almost everybody knows a little bit of English, so it helps our children. They aspire to learn English, they aspire to work in IT companies, so our methodology actually works. What does one need to use these spoken tutorials? We need an ordinary desktop, laptop, Akash. Akash is the low-cost computer that we have come up with. I'll demonstrate it later. And an earphone for listening. We restrict ourselves only to open source software, so every tutorial of ours can be practiced by everybody. This is the side-by-side method that we encourage. In fact, we don't allow people to maximize the screen. Here is a video on one side. On the other side, you open the actual software. Here I'm demonstrating a software called Xfig, which is also an open source software. So this is the algorithm to use a spoken tutorial. Listen to a command, pause the video, and then if it works, go to the next command, otherwise rewind, listen to it again until the video is completed. So we decided to organize workshops using the spoken tutorials. There are many advantages, even though it is available on the internet, people don't seem to use it, so we organized it. These workshops are called self-workshops, and these are of 2-hour duration. The students learned some of the possible tutorials. More importantly, they learned how to use the tutorials during the, how to use the tutorial to learn by themselves, and then they can download the tutorials, go home, and complete it. All the tutorials are available for free download on our webpage. Those are created released under Creative Commons license. We also conduct online tests, and the students in our methodology learn at a convenient pace, learn using a language of their choice, and all can come to the same level because these are created for self-learning. We can provide high-tech solutions to some of our languages which are not spoken by many people. About 75% of the students pass online tests. Visits to our webpage, we have already crossed 1 million page views this year. Here is a testimonial given by one student. He says that one can easily understand the basic of Python, which in turn can develop an interest in one's mind to learn more about Python. I want to show you some of the things that we have created here. Here is a workshop statistics and state-wise statistics. So we are close to completing about 400,000, training about 400,000 students, and online tests about 90,000 students have taken. And in this, we have information on statewide. So let me take one of our states. Okay, it says that how many workshops and so on. We actually give information on who did what workshop. You can see that some of the workshops are happening today. There is one today. Several happened yesterday in different parts of the state. In a similar way, a lot of workshops are happening. I can, if I click any of these blue lens, I can actually get information on who did this workshop. For example, here the organizer is Karthik. And we also have statistics, feedback given by some of the students. Whenever it is in red, they have given feedback. So here is a feedback given by somebody by name, Ajita, which is extremely important. Would you recommend this workshop, spoken tutorial project and its activity to others? She says yes. Now, using this information, we have collected lots of feedback. We have, at this point, we have about more than 40,000 people giving feedback. Here, I will give a summary of 25,000 participants, quality of instructional material. If it is if it is tall on the right-hand side, it means it is good. Quality of instructional material, quality of infrastructure, college organizer, IIT Bombay mentor, overall quality, usefulness of the topic studied. This is quite interesting because quite a few people say that it is only somewhat. So it seems that people take this just for tests, just for getting certificate, maybe to get a job. They are not sure whether it will really be useful in there. Here it says the quality of infrastructure done available in their college, because all the workshops are happening in a decentralized fashion in all the colleges. And so there is a variability of quality from place to place. And then will they recommend this methodology to others? They say likely, quite likely, definitely. We expect to train about 200,000 students in this year from 5,000, using 5,000 to 10,000 workshops in different parts of India. The role of our project is to train people at the bottom of the pyramid or the beginners. We started this as a documentation project, but evolved into a training activity. I want to talk about another documentation project that we started. We call it Textbook Companion Project. We wanted students to create textbooks. Unfortunately, students do not create we wanted students to create documentation for open source software. Unfortunately, they are not good in doing that. They are, however, good in writing code. So we said that we will solve the inverse problem. We will ask the students to create code for existing documents, which are textbooks. So basically write code for standard problems. We did a pilot. We came up with a formula: 1 student, 1 month, 1 book. And we give $160, 10,000 rupees honorarium. It's funded by the Indian government. We did a Scilab textbook companion. We completed 382 books, in progress 263. We are doing a similar thing for Python. Completed books 90, in progress 80. I have a video screencast of this. Let me see if I can play this. So here are Python textbook companions. Browses all the books. He selects one of the textbooks. This is the diode applications. Edit examples of this chapter. Okay, the moment it happens, it opens on the browser in the notebook form. Okay. So you can select one book, select one example, and execute it. So this is example 2.2a, page number 46. You can also add some extra commands. So he's going to add some commands inline. Okay, define a new variable. I mean, in this particular case, just an example, but it is possible to execute and then using those variables, build this. Okay. And then here he's going to show the comment feature that we have created. Okay, so he can actually add that and it'll show up. So all the comments can be maintained in that. We hope to cover a large number of books. The idea is that if somebody says that I don't know how to use Scilab, I only know how to use MATLAB, so I will ask him what course he is teaching, what book he is using. Here is the Scilab code. There is no need to use MATLAB. In fact, our government is considering sending a circular. 5 more minutes? Okay. So every textbook companion is available as a PDF file, can be downloaded free of cost, can be printed as a book as well, need the original textbook to understand. There is no copyright violation. So our textbook companion has code after code after code. There is a testimonial. A student talks good things about the textbook companion. We can extend this to other FOSS also. We also have, our project also works on open source hardware, and let me see if I can do that. I'll demonstrate it on Akash running Linux Ubuntu. I'll see if I can boot it. We do lab migration. We offer to give open source equivalent code for migrating commercial software-based labs, and many people have come forward. So Scilab, MATLAB to Scilab is the most popular one. Okay, what next? Using FOSS projects, developing new software, OSCAD Sandhi. Top of the pyramid, entrepreneurship. So it's not clear, we are still considering this. I'll give a brief demo of Akash, which is our low-cost computing device. This, it's a capacitive screen, so you can't see from there. What I will do is, I'll see if I can project this, if I have time. In fact, I can do that. If you have questions, we can start taking questions right away, and then in the meantime, I'll set it up also. So I'm using software called VNC Server. With that, the only problem with that is, so this is what I have. You can see it on the screen. The only problem with this is it can transmit only at 1 frame per second. So I'll not be able to show some animation and so on, but other things you'll be able to see. The first thing that I want to show is I click that APL. So we have a ported C, C++, and so on. Let me take C. And this is the front end we have created. The top left-hand side, it says, type your C code. I think I can even maximize this. Okay, does it work? Okay. And in the bottom, 3 dots are there. If I press that, some examples come. And I can execute by clicking the 2 wheels on the left. The wheels are actually rotating, but because it's transmitted at 1 frame per second, you don't see the complete rotation. Okay? You can, of course, change it and modify the code. Entire GCC is ported. For lack of time, I will not show now. Let me take Scilab. If you have questions, you feel free to ask me, because during this demo, it takes a little bit of time. So we can make use of that time. Let me take this subplot. You can see that it looks very similar to MATLAB. By the way, Scilab was developed at INRIA, France. So now I'm creating, plotting 4 of them in a subplot mode. While that is coming up, I want to see if my Linux version will work. I have at the end of this, oops, I have a low-cost version of Arduino, which we have built for $1.50. If it works all right, here it is. It's a GNU plot. Okay, on the screen you see Scilab first. It has taken some time to come. But I have, now this is working as an embedded system. You can see that temperature, room temperature being measured, it comes in real time. This Anudino, Anu means atom in Sanskrit. Anudino is a knockdown version of Arduino. It's $1.50. That's the cost price. And we have just attached that to the USB, which goes into the mini USB, and we are able to actually measure. So this is, in fact, so let me conclude my talk. Okay, there is one other demo I wanted to give. This is a lot faster. We have, let me see, how am I doing with time? Oh gosh. Let me show animation. The only thing is, I will not be able to project it on the screen. Blender animation. We promote Blender in a big way. Blender is an open source animation, 3D animation. Spider-Man 2 was created using that.
Particle motion. Transverse horizontal motion, perpendicular to the direction of propagation and generally parallel to the Earth's surface.
Okay.
Other characteristics.
So that's actually a very good thing. The other thing that I told you about one of the other things that mentioned, our spoken tutorial.
Welcome to the spoken tutorial on LibreOffice Writer. In this tutorial, we will learn about Introduction to Writer,
Okay.
various toolbars in Writer, how to open.
So many of these things work. One last thing I will demonstrate, and then I will conclude. This is the project to port our school books onto Akash. All our school books are owned by our government, so there is no problem of copyright. Here is a Hindi book. Now if I pinch and zoom, and because it is in EPUB format, it'll always come in, it'll always fit into the width of the screen. We have done it for all 215 books of the Central School Board. Now we are going to contact all the state boards to port their books also. At the minimum, this will reduce the school bag weight. Our children have to carry the books to school, okay? And okay, I think okay, who's working on Akash, software for Android and Akash, GNU Linux and Akash, teaching the use of Akash through spoken tutorials. So this project has come up out of the need that we don't have money to give more than one device. Our project is funded by the National Mission on Education through ICT, MHRD Government of India. Conclusion, through Akash we can provide a computing device to every child in India. There are apparently 314 million students now in India. So we are thinking about giving one to everybody. One device for all activities. We can collaboratively develop software and e-content for Akash. Spoken tutorial is an effective instructional methodology. It can be used to spread open source software. Many institutions in the US have expressed interest in use our methodology. We are thinking about dubbing the spoken part in American English. It can be used to provide IT literacy and to bridge digital divide. It has the potential to make us a developed country. And spoken tutorials and Akash are weapons of mass instruction. We can carpet bomb the whole country with these tools and educate everyone. And Textbook Companion is a collaborative way to create documentation. And our fast promotion has evolved into a pyramid structure. Thank you.